Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about how credible evidence is what determines symptoms. That includes pain, but other symptoms too. So I'll get to that in a minute. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Breathe in, exhale, relax your body. And if you are not subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, go to dansyoutube.com and hit the big red subscribe button. About 40% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribers yet. So please do that, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Definitely helps expand the reach of this content. So relax. All right. So credible evidence determines symptoms or pain. So what am I talking about there? If you've been following any of my content for a while, I've been kind of relabeling TMS as perceived danger, pain, or symptoms. The perception of danger is, in my opinion, what creates the pain. I'm not saying Dr. Sarno is wrong. He absolutely is. But in his portrayal of the cause of pain, it was all about the repressed negative emotions. But he said the brain perceived those as dangerous. So we're talking about the same exact thing. We're talking about the identical same thing. The brain perceived the emotions as dangerous, sought to protect us with something physical like pain from those dangerous emotions that were bubbling up to the surface. But it goes way beyond just emotions. I mean, emotions are the undercurrent to pretty much all things that happen in life. But there's other things that are perceived as dangerous. And, danger is really a threat to who you are as a person, whether it be your bodily tissue, your life, your lifestyle, your job, your happiness. If somebody at work is criticizing and judging you harshly, yeah, there's emotions behind that, but that is an offense or a threat to who you are as a person. So, there's a pain scientist, Laura Mosley, and he's well known. If you check him out, Mosley, Mosley. Check him out on YouTube. You'll find some videos of his. But what he basically says is that we will experience pain or other symptoms when our credible evidence of danger is greater than our credible evidence of safety. Equally, we will not have pain when our credible evidence of safety is greater than our evidence of danger. So what does this mean? Well, I talk about this stuff every day, and I talk about perceived dangers of problems. Safety is a solution. So credible evidence makes it a little bit more tangible, because people are like, well, what do you mean by danger? If your brain has what it believes to be credible evidence that there's a problem with your body, MRI report, doctor's diagnosis, whatever it may be, the brain can turn on pain and keep it going. So it's important for us to present to our logical thinking brain, so it can eventually go down into the subconscious, enough credible evidence that we're actually okay. We want the credible evidence of safety to outweigh the brain's misunderstood evidence of danger, right? So Lorimer Mosley, I've learned some things from him, but I'm not a deep student, but I've definitely picked up some concepts. He's been talking how pain is the protectometer. It's basically a protection mechanism, which I've been, talking about for years. Hey, Finn. Psst, psst. Hey, buddy. So he sometimes makes an appearance. Hey, buddy. So, credible evidence. So if you really, really want to simplify this whole recovery process, think about your brain's perception of the evidence that you're in danger. It could be anything. It could be movements, body positions, that chair. If your brain believes that's a dangerous chair, that's credible evidence to your brain, and it can cause pain. So we really want to start to flip these perceptions of danger and what the brain thinks is credible evidence and go, no, time out. That's bad information. It's bad data. It's not correct. And then we can start to replace those pieces of evidence of danger with accurate knowledge that you're really not in danger, with more, again, credible evidence that you're safe. Sometimes the way we navigate the day is either going to create more evidence of danger or more evidence of safety. How are you behaving? How are you thinking? How are you speaking? What are the things you're typing on the internet? Are you creating more evidence of danger? Or are you continually, consistency, creating more evidence that you're okay? And like I was just starting to say, how you respond to symptoms is either going to create more evidence that you're in danger or more evidence that you're safe. That's why that's one of the key components of what I teach here all the time. How you respond to the symptoms matters. And consistent positive response is way better than hit and miss. If you freak out today and then you think, well, I had 4 days of kind of calm reassurance, I didn't freak out so much, how come I'm not better yet? It's because the freakouts counterbalance, the calm reassurance that you're doing. And again, the credible evidence of safety needs to outweigh the credible evidence of danger. So when you have a day where you just kind of like lose it, rational thought goes out the window, you go into a panic, how much is the brain seeing that is credible evidence of danger? Well, look at Dan. He's freaking the heck out. That's a lot of evidence of danger, isn't it? And then the next day, half-heartedly, we go, oh, it's all right. I know what's going on. I'll be fine. This is temporary. I understand what causes the symptoms. And it definitely applies to me. So there's some evidence of safety. But does it exceed the freak out evidence of danger? No. So we need to have more compelling evidence of safety than there is the brain's perception of the evidence of danger. And I think this credible evidence statement that I picked up from Lorimer Moseley, give him credit, is really, really important, right? Super important. That's why I often talk to people in my coaching, say create an evidence log. If you have some type of proof that your brain's creating the pain or symptoms, not your body, let's say, whatever it may be, whatever the characteristics may be. Pain moves, it shifts, it goes from a low rate to a high rate depending on stress and other external factors that shouldn't have anything to do with your symptoms. But in the mind-body world, in my world, they do. And so create an evidence log. An evidence log might be, wow, I just had 2 good days. Boom, evidence. It's proof you're okay. Your brain knows how to give you a good day. Now, if the pain comes back the next day and you freak out, and then it gets even worse, you've just kind of proven that the perception of danger is what's driving the symptoms, them being present in the first place, and also the intensity level, right? The more perception of danger, the higher the perception of danger, the higher the symptoms are going to be. So think of it this way. How much credible evidence do you have that you're broken? If there's a lot, list it. And start to question, is this accurate? Is it true or is it opinions? Did I self-diagnose myself with this stuff? I had somebody leave a comment that was like, talking about my, drop the medical labels video I did recently, a couple days ago. And they were like, well, what if your label is this? and possibly this, and possibly this, and possibly that, and possibly that. I'm like, possibly? I think any of us could take any of our symptoms and say, it's possibly one of these 10 things. And that can really create a lot of perceived danger. So I wouldn't navigate my life or plan my approach to my symptoms based on possible. Possible is just like looking at the medical dictionary, flipping the page and pointing, going, I possibly have that. Look, we don't. What I really want to do is focus on actual data. Understand what's creating the symptoms. And then, please, folks, do the assessments. Can't tell you. At least 3 to 5 times a day I have people going, would this stuff work on this symptom or this medical diagnosis? Folks, do the assessments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Is This PDP, standing for Perceived Danger Pain, isthispdp.com. If you don't remember that, isthistms.com. Both of those links will bring you right to the same page where there is a link to the pain test. If you don't have pain, substitute, the label for your symptom in there. And then there's an FIT assessment. Pain test, anything 29 or up is absolutely TMS. You can rest assured that you can reverse the symptoms. On the FIT assessment, write down how many true answers do you have. If you've got one or more, it's mind-body, it's TMS, it's perceived danger pain. And if you've got a bunch of them in the FIT assessment, there's no doubt, absolutely no doubt. Actually, even if you have one or two, there's no doubt, because symptoms from the brain behave differently than symptoms from the body, right? So, take a look at the credible evidence of danger and the credible evidence of safety. And maybe even write a list. I think it was Benjamin Franklin used to do a pro and cons list for any decision he needed to make. He'd write draw a line down the middle. On the left-hand side, he would say, what are the pros or the positives of making this decision? And what are the cons of making this decision? Simply put, whichever list was longer, boom, there was his decision. Just take a look. Do your credible evidence of danger or safety, and write down the dangers, and write down the safeties. And of the dangers, say, is that factual, or is it opinion, or, frankly, many of the perceived dangers that you're going to write down are coming out of one voice, fear. All right? But if you allow the fear voice to dictate what's going on, your brain's going to stay in that perception of danger. So we need to utilize the logic, the rational, the accurate knowledge to teach the brain the safety messages consistently so that the credible evidence of safety starts to outweigh the inaccurate perception of danger. Because in most cases, vast majority, the danger is a misperception. It's a mistake. So I hope this helps clarify a little bit. But I really liked the credible evidence and the fact that when the credible evidence of safety outweighs the credible evidence of danger, or even the not credible evidence of danger, the brain's going to start dialing things down and eventually turning it off. So I hope this helps. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Again, if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, click the red subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, give it a thumbs up. Comment. The comments and the thumbs up definitely help. If you would like some assistance, I do run a group coaching program 4 times a week, 4 Zoom calls. It's kind of like open office hours to talk to Coach Dan, enter my world a little bit. And 4 times a week, almost 12 hours a week, we're online helping people out, sharing victories, sharing wins. There's a video course in there. I also make available some PDF resources on the framework and the, a visual representation of the things I teach all the time. And, it's $100 a month, which may sound like a lot, but for what you're getting, just think about what you pay for one, out-of-network chiropractic service, or one physical therapy treatment, or one visit with your psychotherapist. One visit, 50 minutes. Here you're getting, heck, I'm online on Zoom 48 hours a month. It's ridiculous for $100 a month. You don't have to show up to all of it. You definitely don't. But at least 4 times a week, I'll be available if you'd like to get online, raise your hand, ask a question, and get some direct coaching with me. So keep it in mind. You can go to painfreeyougroup.com, painfreeyougroup.com. Join, show up, participate, consume the course, and most important, implement. If you're the type who's going to join and never show up, don't bother. Seriously. Because I get plenty of people who do that. Somebody will join, a month later I'll see them cancel. I've never seen them in the Zoom calls, and I look and they don't even watch the course. It's in the members area. So if you're going to join, participate. Those are the people who get the value out of it. Those are the people who get better. So I hope everybody's well. I do love you, and look for credible evidence of safety. Create more credible evidence of safety than there is not so credible evidence of danger. And that'll help you get through this. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.